What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and let's stop losing.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
And we are back with the Finns as we currently stand 1-5 and again is dead last in the AFC East. But we have to continue to trudge on. We are no longer giving the opportunity to Trevor Lawrence to start. This is Dave Sand's season, and if he can impress us, then maybe he has a starting job next season, or we might end up going with quarterback in the draft or quarterback in free agency. But I think Trevor Lawrence, we just kind of have to hang our hat. It was a bust first overall pick. It's going to happen. But this episode, we're actually going to get through week 7 through week 10. I believe that we are going to showcase the week 9 game against the New York Giants. I don't think we have shown them in this series. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. And currently, they are 5-1, so they are a really good team regardless. But we have made just a little bit of progress in our offense as we stand 27th in the NFL, which is a lot better than 32nd, which we continuously had. But our defense actually has slumped a little bit as they stand 21st in the NFL. So we have a little bit of ways to make up on our defense all of a sudden. But we do have some players ready to negotiate. And before we really kind of jump into this episode, I do think that we should give a deal out to Lorenzo Neal. Right now, he only wants about $5 million over 2 years. I think that's something that we can do for a superstar DT who is 80 overall currently. I think we're actually going to jump up to 4 years for him, see if he ends up taking this deal. And I mean, we have a decent amount of cap room, so we're going to make this offer to him, and he just needs a better salary, which is probably going to happen with a 4-year deal. He probably wants just a little bit more. I don't think anybody else we're going to go after currently. So we pretty much have to see if we can end up beating the 4-2 Daniel Jones-led Steelers at Heinz Field. This should be pretty exciting. Let's see if we can get a win here in week 7. So we end up losing at Heinz Field 17-10. Our offense actually didn't do terrible. I mean, 305 yards, but again, our defense gave up 314. Our defense just isn't turning around. Turnovers were even. We have to be able to win. We just can't seem to do it. And, I mean, we still can't score points. 300 yards, only 10 points is not going to get it done. I forgot that the Steelers actually had Lance Curtis, who ended up starting over Daniel Jones, and he did pretty good. 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. And then Dave Sands, 239 yards with 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. So that doesn't look exactly great for where we're trying to head. James Conner had 45 yards on the ground. Lindsey had 41. Hines had 16, but a fumble. Ito Smith, 11. Lance Curtis with 11. Eric Cannon ended up getting a touchdown rushing. Okay. And then Josh Reynolds, 6 catches, 59 yards. Nyheim Hines, 5 for 50. Hardy, 4 for 49. Vance McDonald, 3 for 48. Adam Humphries, 3 for 46. DJ Shark actually had 6 catches for 42 yards. So he's at least getting a little bit of volume. But again, if we can't put the ball in the end zone, we're not going to win. Gesicki, 4 for 35. A little bit of a quiet day for him. Mark Andrews, 3 for 33. Juju Smith-Schuster, 4 for 33. Lincoln Fields, 2 for 29. Cootie, 2 for 24. Oh, I didn't notice that Smith-Schuster had the 2 touchdowns. So, interesting there. Defensively speaking, Devin Bush had 10. And then TFL-wise, Christian Wilkins had 2. How about sacks? TJ Watt had 2. Again, TJ Watt just kind of destroying us. Sweat had 1. Burr Curvin had 1. Jaden Goddard actually got 1. Noah Spence 1. Wilkins and Baker had a half. And then picks, Burr Curvin, Baker, McMillan, and Asante Samuel Jr. So I'll see you guys into week 9. So a pretty disappointing defeat there to the Steelers. But again, we're just 1 score away. It seems every game we just can't seem to score enough points to be able to win games. But we do have a breakout player chance here for DJ Shark, who actually wasn't too bad. Yeah, well, maybe we'll give you the opportunity. He had 6 catches, He's looking for 2+ touchdowns or 100+ yards rushing or receiving, which is very difficult for us to do because we can't seem to really get touchdowns. We can get yards, so maybe we can actually get some yards. But the Giants, who have actually lost, they're 5-2 now, are visiting Hard Rock Stadium. Let's jump into the game, and hopefully we can beat Saquon Barkley and Teddy Bridgewater and the G-Men.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They, too, come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Bridgewater to throw it. Ebron with it over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On the delay, here's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And the play of this offensive line is going to tell a big story. And right now, if you're a fan of this team, you're loving the story that they are telling. They've already created some holes in the running game on this opening drive, and they're going to need to keep it up for these guys to have a big chance at victory.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
3 down.
Operating from the gun, Sands. It's hauled in by Hardy. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater, short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Quick observation.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 30, 10, and this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Sands nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Sands. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now from the 50. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
Let's get a couple of first downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Given 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now this...
On 1st and 10, Sands, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the draw. Lindsay. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
70, Indy.
To throw on 3rd down. Sands. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 1st down. Sands got an open man. It's QT. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Switch.
Operating from the gun. Sands. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. And he's got a 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
Off the play fake. Sands. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. But now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Sands under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Drive, you got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater to Barkley on the check down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
They'd love to just strike back with a touch.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
The pass on 2nd down. Complete to his running back out of the backfield.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting Jags out in front. Nick Foles with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I got you.
Back to throw. Sands. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. On first down, Sands. His throw incomplete. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Need to convert on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Sands. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming in. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Plenty of leg.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw is Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 4-16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. On first down, Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Come up on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw. Sands firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Sands. Open man is QT. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Sands. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Sands to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Goal unit. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Bridgewater. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Bridgewater again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Rosa's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So now here come the Dolphins. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They run again with Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side complete to QT. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out. Now 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Sands. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go. Ready? Tighten up.
On first down. Hines. And he'll go
complete because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Looking to throw. Sands toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board. Field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. A deep ball for Dotson. He's got it at the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. To go now on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Pryor has it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Bridgewater now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Ready to go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 52's the mark. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Snap.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. About a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable here for Davis. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, Everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Dolphins, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we end up getting a pretty convincing win against a pretty good team at home here, 30-13 over the G-Men. We had almost 400 yards of total offense and 0 turnovers. Dave Sands looked impressive. I was very impressed on the way he played today. But really, I think it was our rushing game that really kind of opened everything up. It was a shame to see Lindsey go down. We'll have to get a little update on him. But we did have 135 rushing yards, 249 passing yards. And our defense did very well today. 258 total yards, giving up only 13 points. We looked good today, which now kind of questions me a little bit because we don't look this good in Sims. And we actually watched 2 wins, which is all the wins that we've had this season. So who knows exactly what's going on. But as for the player stats, Sands, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Beautiful stat line for that young rookie. Philip Lindsay had 73 yards before he went down with the injury, I believe in the second quarter. So he actually was doing fantastic. I think he was averaging 7.3 yards per carry. That is insane. It's just a shame that he ended up getting hurt. Adrian Hardy had our touchdown. He added 4 catches for 44 yards. Merlin Robertson had 2 sacks. As for the G-Men, Teddy Bridgewater had 220 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Saquon Barkley, 92 all-purpose yards. We kind of shut him down, which I was a little bit worried about. Eric Ebron, 9 catches, 59 yards, and then Micah Parsons ended up having 2 sacks on us. So we do have some good news. Philip Lindsay was only knocked out for the game, and we're also getting Devontae Parker back to an offense that is starting to click, starting to get exciting here. So a very good week 9 for us as we end up beating the G-Men, and we now have a breakout player chance for old Kiki Cutie. What does he need? Yes, we can talk to you all you want. 3+ touchdowns or 150+ yards. It's going to be a little tough for you there, big guy. But I mean, it's might be worth it to end up trying. But we're going to be simming it anyway, so it's probably not going to work out. But I do think that we are going to go after Lorenzo Neal once more. I think we are going to keep it at the 4-year. Seems like he wants his salary bumped up a little bit. So 2 clicks. Let's see if we can get him signed. And he just wants to play for a new team. He's not happy with the losing. I mean, that kind of makes sense. We are in a tough way. But now we head to our Week 10 matchup in Hard Rock Stadium against the 4-4 New York Jets. Can Sam Darnold keep the Jets rolling, or is Dave Sands finally the guy that can get us some wins? And we end up getting blown out in Miami to the Jets, 38-14. Our offense over 300 yards. Our defense gave up almost 360. But there's no real indication as to why we ended up losing so bad in this game. We only have 1 turnover. They had 0. 237 yards in the air, 82 on the ground. And they had 181 rushing yards, 178 passing yards. So our defense didn't do terrible, but somehow we end up losing 38-14, which is not a good look. But again, it doesn't look too terrible. I don't really exactly know what happened. Darnold had 178 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Dave Sands, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. So it's not a terrible stat line. I mean, interceptions, yeah, but we understand the interceptions. It happens all the time. Le'Veon Bell had 138 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns. and 72 yards after contact. We could not wrap him up. Lindsey had 62 yards on 14 carries. Anton Terry, 24 yards. Darno had 18 yards scrambling around. So very interesting, very non-statistical, equal to the score for sure. Kiki Kuti, 8 catches for 91 yards. So he got close to his upgrade, but not going to happen. Devontae Parker was back this week. 7 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Gesicki, 4 for 39. Jaleel Scott, 3 for 34. Bell added 2 catches for 30 yards, so he was pretty much a monster. Cameron Meredith had a touchdown on 5 catches and 27 yards. And how did the defense look? Raekwon had 9 tackles. CJ Mosley had 2. TFL speaking, Raekwon had 2 more. Chase Young had 2. Shepard Williamson had 1. Pearson and Lynch had 1. And then for the sacks, CJ Mosley and Christian Wilkins had 1.5. Quentin Williams with 1. Raekwon, Kenny Young, Robertson, Nick Coe, Eric Barrett, and Josh Sweat all added 0.5. And who had the lone interception? It was CJ Mosley. So yet just another disappointing loss in this series. We just can't seem to do well in the Sims. But we win while we watch, and now we currently stand at 2-7, just 1 game behind the Patriots for last place. So at least we are battling, but it kind of looks like we are going for draft picks this year again. We just can't seem to get it done. But let's end up taking a look at the stats through pretty much halfway of the season, and then we're going to look at the upgrades and our updated draft board. Alright, now let's jump into the stats here so far. So Dave Sands actually has a 78.6 rating, which isn't terrible. 7 touchdowns, 6 picks, 1,200 yards. So he's actually not playing horrible, but again, we're also not winning, so that kind of puts it on the quarterback a lot of times. Trevor Lawrence, we already know, just could not get it done for us and is now officially benched. He has 702 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks, and a rating of 73.3. As for the rushing, Philip Lindsay has 508 yards on 4.6 yards per carry, which is actually really, really good. Nyheim Hines had 240 yards with 3.6. Ragas, 48 yards, 2.8 with 2 scores. Lawrence, 6 for 36 is scrambling. Dave Sands, 4 for 11. He's not really known for his scrambling ability. And then for the receivers, Kiki Kuti, 40 catches, 429 yards, and a touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 33 catches, 369 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Devontae Parker, 24 for 313, 2 scores. Adrian Hardy's looking pretty good this year, 26 catches, 299 yards, and 2 scores. DJ Shark, 18 catches, 172. He was supposed to be our big play threat, and it is not happening. Nyheim Hines, 16 catches, 140 yards. Josh Oliver, 5 for 71 and a score. Lincoln Fields has 5 catches his rookie season for 60 yards. Lindsay, 4 catches for 29. McFarland had 1 for 19. Ragas, 1 for 12. Trey McKitty, 1 for 12. And Donald Buckley, 1 for 1 with a touchdown. We are going to look at blocking a little bit here, and I want to go to the top. So Sidney Patrick has given up 5 sacks so far this year. A little bit better than what he's done, but again, he's going against the best pass rushers in the league. Penei Sewell has given up 4. Connor Williams, 4. Paulo has only given up 3, so it seems like he continues to get better each and every year. Tommy Saxton has given up 3 at the center position. And then defensive speaking, Jerome Baker, 71 tackles, Raekwon, 60. Avery Young has 59, 54 for Jair Alexander, and 50 for Xavier McKinney. TFL's Chase Young leads our team with 10, Wilkins 9, Robertson 8, McMillan with 7, and Josh Sweat continuing to do very well in a backup role with 6. And then sacks, Wilkins leads us with 6.5. Sweat has 4.5, McMillan has 4, 3.5 for Robertson, 3 for Chase Young, 2 for Lorenzo Neal, 1 for Young, Baker, Alexander, Davison, Goddard, and half for Bryce Stirk. Good job, Stirk. Way to get on the board, my man. Picks-wise, Raekwon McMillan actually leads us with 2. Young has 1, Baker has 1, and Jair Alexander only has 1 this year. Maybe they're not really throwing it his way this year just because of the 11 picks he had last year. Forced fumbles, Alexander has 1, Merlin Robertson has 1, and then fumble recoveries, Chase Young has 1, and Xavier McKinney has that 1 that he returned 51 yards for a touchdown. Starting the upgrades here with free safety captain Minkah Fitzpatrick, we are going to go into hybrid for him, and we're going to get him to a 90 overall. That is insane, but he really needs the help to pick up this defense a little bit. They are slumping this year. Backup quarterback Trevor Lawrence, where you go into strong arm for him, gets him up to an 86 overall. Dave Sands has kind of been up and down as well, so maybe it's just our quarterbacks just can't seem to get it together. Chase Young gets an upgrade, and we're going into power rusher for him. Gets him up to an 83 overall, gets him closer to that scheme fit on the left end side. Our boy tight end Mike Gesicki, and we're going to go into vertical threat, get him up to an 82 overall. He plays so well, though. I don't really care about his overall. Starting defensive tackle Lorenzo Neal, who actually wants to play for another team. We're going to go into run stopper and get him up to an 81 overall. But maybe we can kind of, give him a little bit more money, and maybe he'll come around and want to keep with the Dolphins and are losing ways currently. Backup running back Nyheim Hines, we're going to go into elusive back for him, get him up to an 81 overall. Continue to get those upgrades, young man. Starting left tackle Penei Sewell, and we're going to go into pass protector for him. It does get him up to an 80 overall, which is perfect, and he's got an ability slot. Beautiful. Right outside linebacker Merlin Robertson, and we're actually going to go into the power rusher archetype, see if we can get him a scheme fit. We do. He doesn't go up in overall, however, but now he's a scheme fit, and we'll get a lot more upgrade points. 1-year pro right tackle Sidney Patrick, we're going to go into agile, get him up to a 79 overall. I think we're going to really push to 80 overall for him. Backup wideout DJ Shark, and we're going to go into deep threat for him, keep pushing him up to possibly 80 overall. Might end up taking over. Maybe we offer him a contract extension. We'll have to see. Slot receiver Adrian Hardy. I think we're going to stick with slot for him. Get him up to a 76 overall. We could end up trying to go with deep threat, but I really want a slot, and he's my guy. Rookie tight end Donald Buckley. We're actually going to go into vertical threat with him. It's not going to move him up in overall, but we might try to get him a scheme fit before he ends up going. But +2 catching, he actually had his first touchdown catch this year, so that's a plus. Speedy wide receiver Justin Jefferson, we're going to continue to go into deep threat for him, get him up to a 74 overall. Just 1 overall from that 75 that I covet so much. Backup tackle Amani Dillon, we're going to go into agile for him, get him up to a 73 overall. We just need him to continue to progress. Rookie wide receiver Lincoln Fields, we're going to go into deep threat. It does boost him up to a 73 overall, but doesn't quite get him to the scheme fit yet. Rookie defensive tackle Jadon Goddard continues to get better, and we're going to put it into run stopper for him, get him up to a 73. He's inching closer. He might end up being our number 2 DT, but if we can't sign Lorenzo Neal, he might be our number 1 DT. We'll have to see. And we also have rookie left end Hudson Whitman, who is going to go into the power rusher archetype, get him up to a 71 overall. Just want to try to jump him up to 75. Rookie QB Dave Sands continues his upgrade train, and we're actually going to go into strong arm for him, get him up to a 70 overall. We're just hoping he can continue to progress this season. And fan favorite backup outside linebacker Bryce Stirk, we're going to go into power rusher, and he's actually hit himself into 70 overall. He's pretty much got backup status. And the guy we haven't heard much from is power back Trey Ragas. We're going to continue to go into power back. That's what we need. He's now up to a 67 overall. I think he has 2 touchdowns this year, so it's not terrible. And now it is time for our draft board update, as we are going into the second round options and seeing who else we could take other than Nicholas Bolton. Starting here with number 2, left end Reed Lizinski, 6'2", 243, speed rusher out of Miami. Top skills, finesse, move, pursuit, play rec, mid first round talent, projected in the late second round. He has been very good for a very good Miami team. 7.5 sacks, 17 TFLs, 71 tackles. He's got a couple more games to improve on those stats, but he looks every part of what we want for this defense. Or we could go with number 6 defensive tackle Junior Tim Beck, the 6'3", 316 monster out of Mississippi State. He's run stopper archetype with top skills of pursuit, block shedding, and tackle. Another mid-first round talent projected late in the second round. This guy is an immovable object. He has 5 sacks, 11 TFLs, and 40 tackles, but when he's facing double to triple teams and still making plays, this guy is special. Or we could go with some lineman depth with senior left tackle Jerry Sharpton, 6'7", 320 pounds out of Notre Dame, a power archetype with top skills of lead block finesse, run block power, mid first round talent, projected early second round. He is the cornerstone of the number 1 team in the Fighting Irish, and he looks every part of a great offensive lineman. So that is where we are going to wrap up this episode, and then when we come back, we will get through week 11 through week 13. The Patriots are the closest team to us in the AFC East in terms of being bad, so we could always watch that. The Bills, currently, they are first at an 8-1 record. Maybe not wanting to watch that, or maybe we do, because it seems like when we watch, we win with Dave Sands. And then we also have a rematch against Tua Tagovailoa in week 13. So if you guys want to watch any of those games, let me know down below, and we will continue to get through this very pitiful season where we can't seem to get it done. But thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win overtime.